Barakath Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakadesh, Kal Halayim, La Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Akakadesh. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth, who rule well. Shalom to the 144,000 male prophets, and shalom to the rest of the 1/3 consisting of men, women, and children. Shalom. So I'm going to be breaking down the birth of Yahweh Shai, and I'm going to title this video, The Feeble Birth of Yahweh Shai, because you know in Christianity and a lot of other religions, they like to say Yahweh Shai was miraculously born. You know, a lot of people, because you know the scriptures is a stumbling block to those that aren't meant to get it, to the people that are not a part of the elect. You know, you're not just going to read the scripture and have the complete understanding. You know, you're not. That's not how the scripture is. All right. So like I said, it's a stumbling block to those that aren't meant to get it. But if you are a part of the elect, you're going to get it. So this right here is Matthew chapter 1, starting at verse 16. And Joseph begat Mary, the husband. I'm gonna start over. And Jacob begat Joseph, the husband of Mary, of whom was born Yahweh Shai, who was called Mashiach. Okay, verse 17. So all the generations from Abraham to David are 14 generations, and from David unto the carrying away into Babylon are 14 generations, and from the carrying away into Babylon unto Mashiach are 14 generations. Okay, that word generation goes into father. That's where you get the word genealogy from. Verse 18. Now the birth of Yahweh Shai and Mashiach was on this wise. So this is how it went down. This is how it happened. When his mother was espoused, as his mother Mary was espoused. Okay, now we're going to go into that word espoused. Espoused, in a Merriam-Webster, it means take up and support, as a case, become attached to. Okay, so the word espoused and the word betrothed are two different words, and it has two completely different meanings. You know, if you're espoused to a man, that means you're married to that man. That means you became attached to that man. So now we're going to get the definition of what it means to marry. So right here, the word marry in the Zendever Compact Bible Dictionary means, it says marriage is an intimate, personal union to which a man and a woman consent, consummated, and continuously nourished by sexual intercourse. All right, so marriage and being betrothed to somebody is two completely different things. So if you're betrothed to somebody, that means you're promised to that person. All right, so before Mary and Joseph came together, they already had sex. They were already married. So Joseph and Mary, they had sex. Now I'm gonna get a quick precept, and this is in the law concerning marriage. So this right here is Exodus chapter 22, starting at 16. If a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, meaning she isn't promised to somebody, she isn't promised to another man, and lie with her, meaning having sex with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. Verse 17. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry of virgins. All right. So now we're going to get into that. Dowry it means a gift of money or property, because at the end of the day, a woman is property. She belongs to either her husband, she either belongs to her father, or she belongs to her husband. And I'm gonna pull up a quick precept to prove that. So we got Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a helpmeet like unto himself, and a pillar of rest. So back to 18. Now the birth of Yahawah of Mashiach was on this wise. This how it went down. This how it happened. When as his mother Mary was espoused, when she was married, when she had sex, when she became one to Joseph, before they came together. And then we're gonna break down what it means to come together. So this right here is Genesis chapter 29, and I'm gonna start at verse 21. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled that I may go into her. So Jacob is saying, give me my wife. I'm trying to have sex with her pretty much, because, you know, that was the deal between Laban and Jacob, that Jacob worked 7 years for his wife, right? But, you know, Laban been stuck to, he ended up tricking him in a way. And Jacob said unto Laban, give me my wife, for my days are fulfilled that I may go into her. Verse 22, and Laban gathered together all the men of the place and made a feast, because that was our customs. All right, that's what it's talking about in Matthew chapter 1, verse 18, when it's talking about coming together. All right, because Mary and Joseph, they already had sex. They already was married. So that coming together is talking about that feast, because that feast is a custom that we used to do back in those times. Verse 23, and it came to pass in the evening that he took Leah his daughter and brought her to him, and he went into her. That goes more into the his subtlety, because that's not what he worked for. He worked for Rachel ultimately. So I could really end the lesson off with that, for real. You know, if anybody need a further breakdown on this, you know, I'm more than willing to get into it. So with that being said, I'm gonna say shalom. Hopefully this was edifying to the light.